Hello everyone, this is Morning National TV broadcasting live from Bujumbura, economic capital city, English news station top stories. The state officials who hinder the implementation of the digitalization of the development of the high interest of the nation will be faced with the relevant opposition as they impede the country in the quest for sustainable development. These were the words expressed by the President of the Republic of Burundi this Thursday during a session on moralization with the young researchers from various backgrounds across the country. These researchers had their projects selected by the Economic Empowerment and Youth Employment Program, PAEJ. And abroad, thousands of Christians are mourning as the eve of the funerals of Pope Francis scheduled for tomorrow on Saturday at 10 a.m. These were headlines coming to news in details. Joseph Murindajambo, as I said in top stories, state officials who hinder the implementation of the digitalization of the detriment of the high interests of the nation will be faced with the relentless opposition as they impede the country in this quest for sustainable development. These were the words expressed by the President of the Republic of Burundi this Thursday during a session on moralization with young researchers from various backgrounds across the country. These researchers had their projects selected by the Economic Empowerment and Youth Employment Program, PAEJ. Evariste Nyahoro reports.
The session led by the head of state was attended by the group of youth who have demonstrated significant progress in the fields of science and new technology. These young individuals were selected through the Economic Youth Empowerment Program, PAEJ in its French acronym. During the presentation on investments in technology, it was highlighted that the future of Africa and Burundi in particular lies in the promotion of science and innovation. President Evariste Ndayishimiye emphasized that the talented youth in technology and research represent the foundation upon which Burundi aims to build its emergency as a developed country by 2040 and 2060. However, these scientific pioneers also voiced several challenges they face, particularly regarding the digitalization of state services. They noted the resistance from certain individuals within state institutions who oppose such advancements. In response, the head of state assured that efforts would be intensified to address and combat the opposition to digitalization. To further support the advancements of science and technology, announced the establishment of the National Center dedicated to these fields. He explained that this center will provide access for individuals to conduct research and enhance their skills. It was also an occasion to form a commission assembling those scientists so that whenever the country be in need of a given expert would be found in that commission. Moreover, the attendees also has the chance to present their ongoing projects related to science and technology.
And the Vice President of the Republic of Burundi, Prosper Bazombanza, arrived this Friday morning at 11:45 at Fumiko Airport, where he is participating in the funeral ceremonies of the Pope Francis that will take place tomorrow on a Saturday at 10 a.m. Prosper Bazombanza. We join with other leaders representing 170 countries who attended this special event. And as I said, the Embassy of Netherlands to Burundi in Burundi will soon close its doors. This should not be interpreted as calling into question the existing good relations between Burundi and this country. As Elaine Haube, Ambassador of the Netherlands to Burundi, clarified during the party given in honor of the brethren of the Church King. Evariste Nyahoro once more.
During this national celebration in the Kingdom of the Netherlands, King Willem-Alexander marked an occasion to strengthen and celebrate friendship between Burundi and Netherlands, which has lasted since 1964. As indicated by the ambassador of the Netherlands in Burundi, Lian Huben, her country has made the difficult decision to close its embassies and consulates worldwide due to the budgetary constraints, and Burundi is one of the affected countries. However, the closure of the embassy does not mean a conflict in the bilateral relationship between the Netherlands and Burundi, as specified by Lian. She added that the Kingdom of the Netherlands will continue to maintain diplomatic relations with Burundi in its peace process, which enabled the implementation of the allied defense and security sectors, improving agriculture, enhancing food security, and more. He urged the Netherlands to engage in a spirit of solidarity and partnership as the world has become increasingly interdependent. It's worth noting that the ongoing projects will continue until the completion, despite the closure of the Netherlands embassy in Burundi. The friendship between Burundi and the Netherlands is still evident through the presence of Burundi, a company belonging to the Dutch firm Heineken International, and the government of Burundi.
And this Thursday, handover ceremony took place for the position of Director General of the National Postal Service of Burundi between Gaspar Ntirameba, former acting Director General, and the recently appointed Director General Methode Nzobonangira. The new Director General stated that he will work closely with our Postal Service employees to ensure continuity and the smooth running of operations. Jivon Daishimia reports.
This marks the handover ceremonies between the former acting Director General of the National Postal Service, Gaspar Ntirameba, and the new Director General, Methode Nzobonangira. Among the priority matters to be addressed are the unfinished financial statements, cases of embezzlement and theft committed by certain employees of the National Postal Service, as well as several cases still pending before the courts. In order to improve the services offered and combat recurring theft, Gaspar Ntirameba indicated that the Postal Service plans to digitize all of its services. The ceremony was presided over by Thierry Kitamoya, assistant to the Minister of Communication, Information, Technology and Media, the ministry overseeing the Postal Service. He called on the new Director General to work closely with our staff to strengthen the performance of the Postal Service and effectively combat acts of misconduct. The new Director General responded positively to this call, committing himself to meeting these challenges. It is worth noting that due to the illness of the former Director General Pacifique Munyeshongore, the National Postal Service was led on an interim basis for over 10 months.
Crossing borders now, as I said in top stories, some 250,000 mariners paid their respects to Pope Francis over a 3-day landing state, the Vatican said on the eve of his funeral scheduled on Saturday, April 26 in St. Peter's Square. Details.
For a final goodbye. On the eve of his funeral, tens of thousands of Catholics and tourists continue to queue to enter the Basilica, paying their respects to the Pontiff, who is lying in state.
We are here to thank Pope Francis for all that he has done for the Church and for each one of us, because I believe that he has left us something to go forward in our faith.
The Pope played a very important role because he was an excellent, humble person who changed many laws and always for the better.
Since Wednesday morning, the coffin has been on display in the heart of St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican. The site remained open for most of the night under heavy protection by the Italian and Vatican authorities. Security has been ramped up with crowds of up to 200,000 people expected to attend the funeral on Saturday. An anti-drone system has been set up and snipers will also be placed on rooftops. More than 130 political leaders, including 50 heads of state, are expected to attend the funeral at St. Peter's Square on Saturday, as well as the American and Ukrainian president. Millions are expected to tune in around the world. After the funeral, Pope Francis's coffin will be laid to rest in the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore as he himself requested. His marble tomb, with only the inscription Franciscus, his name in Latin, will be open to the public from Sunday morning.
Well, that's it for me now. Thanks again for watching. Programs continue on National TV. Stay tuned and take care.